Hello YouTube and people of the interwebs, welcome back to a second video for today, Orphan 55 discussion and things I liked, didn't like and how I would have improved it. So from the title you've probably gathered that, well, I'll just get straight into the main point of the video. How I would have improved this episode is having the future humans. I touched upon this in my initial reaction video, so go and watch that, link in description. Also, check out Sontaran's Master Plan. I haven't plugged that in 2 videos. Go and watch it, fan film Christmas special, you'll like it. Anyway, I'll stop getting sidetracked. What I'd have done is have the future humans be either mutated sea devils or Silurians or both. Because not only would this be a nod to classic Doctor Who fans and New Who fans, Chris Chibnall wrote the Silurians back into the series in 2010's Hungry Earth / whatever the second part was called. But yeah, I think that could have been a really interesting concept to have after the humans have destroyed the planet and gone away into space or wherever. The monsters, well, the Silurians and Sea Devils who've been in their cryogenic sleep come up from the ground, come up from the sea, and they're like, hang on, these humans have destroyed our planet, I'm not happy with this. And then they angry, look round, and it would actually give them motivation to be mindless savages to kill these humans, because obviously they'd be like, these humans destroyed our beautiful planet, let's kill them. Speaking of fan films, we also made a Silurian Sea Devil fan film, which is similar topic, basically what I just said, global warming, Silurians and Sea Devils, not happy about it. Check that out, link will also be in the description for that. But then again, I suppose Chibnall's, well, this episode wasn't written by Chibnall, it was written by the same person who wrote It Takes You Away from Series 11, which I thought was a quite good, alright episode with the frog on a chair.
I control everything here.
So you can see that it's still destabilising.
Yeah, overall it was good. Today's episode anyway, I'm going to give it like solid, because it was very good for a run-of-the-mill generic sci-fi Doctor Who adventure. It's nowhere near like perfection or great whatever, but it's still good and it has good qualities and is nice to just sit down and watch on a Sunday before the inevitably dull, boring, sad week ahead. I touched upon it in my initial reaction video as well, but I absolutely loved Jodie Whittaker's characterisation of the Doctor in this episode. Those of you who know me well or have watched the channel will know that I love Peter Capaldi's Doctor and think that's like perfect Doctor portrayal there. And Jodie Whittaker seemed to be leaning quite a lot into his darker, more angry, sort of shut up and get on with it mode, which I thought was really quite nice. And like, she does it better than she does the clowning around stupid Doctor. And obviously this is because of her trip back to Gallifrey from Spyfall Part 2. Where she looked out on the complete total destruction and burning Citadel and all her home being gone. It's given her that sort of Christopher Eccleston edge of my people are gone, my planet's destroyed, I'm the last of the Time Lords, which is like how Russell T Davies in 2005 began writing the series again. And I think it's a really nice sort of war-damaged Doctor again, and it suits Jodie really quite well. And I love that the companions are starting to have tension with the Doctor as well. Like Yaz and the Doctor, I don't know if it's just sort of me or if it's implied, but I feel like Yaz and the Doctor are going to have an argument, and this could link into another theory I have. Could Yaz end up going with the Master and becoming like an evil Master companion? Because not only in Spyfall Part 1, when the plane was crashing, did the Master lean up against a wall and say,
Stick with me, Yaz, because I control everything.
Not only did he say that, but her and him, they shared a motorbike, instantly means they're friends. Yeah, definitely, not flawed logic. They shared the motorbike, they were very close, they were hugging each other in the casino place, they were like right next to each other, and he said something like, unlucky in love, No, unlucky at dice, lucky in love. Do people say that? No. That little exchange, could this all be hinting that Yaz is gonna go off with the Master and be the Master's companion? Because a lot of people complained last series about Yaz doesn't have enough character. She's definitely improving this series and is showing her police officer mode and skills. So I think it'd be a really nice twist to have her go with the Master, thinking, oh yes, he's promised me the world, and then the Master just treats her like crap, basically, and she could, I don't know, something dramatic, write it, Chibnall. So the overall message and themes and sort of talking point of the episode, global warming and why we need to listen to Greta Thunberg, apart from the fact that we should probably stay in school if we want jobs. But yeah, I think it was a good message to portray and put forward, and I don't think it needed the preachy speech at the end. Like, that was a bit on the nose and a bit sort of, right, you at home, I'm speaking to you now, don't do global warming, kids, it's bad. Like, that was the implied message, and we got it anyway. Like, it didn't sort of need to veer down that route. While I'm on the topic of sort of being on the nose, one thing with Spyfall Part 1 and 2, the only problems I have with it, why is Chibnall insisting on writing this dialogue like, oh, I've had an upgrade. Yes, I know that Missy said it. Yes, I know that, like, the Doctor said it and the Time Lord General said it in Hellbent, like, those sort of lines. It's just, you're aggravating and you're, like, sort of giving people like Bolstrek, or however you say it, that psycho who shouts,
"What this
Whittaker
woke
the Hateful
nightmare
said.
we've been living in
Whittaker
for the
the
past
Hateful said.
few years couldn't
Whittaker the
possibly
Hateful
get
said.
any worse."
Whittaker the Hateful said.
you're giving people like him sort of clickbaity titles, which does not help the branding or the marketing, and people like him can just take those lines out of context and be like, ha. Like, the lines don't add anything to the plot, really. Like, it's not that funny, they just don't need to be there, and I hope that that was just a little, at the start of the series, thing that's going to sort of not happen again, because feminism is obviously good and should be in the series, but you don't need to just sort of deliberately antagonise the already ravingly, psychotically angry people online. One part of the episode that I just did not like, and sorry, this might be controversial, the old woman who just kept shouting, Benny! She wasn't really that great at acting and did my head in, and it wasn't, like, it would have been, the way it was written and, like, directed and whatever, it would have been quite sad when she gave herself up and died, and it would have been a little moment of comedy as well, but I just did not like her performance. It was just sort of irritating and sort of the one note, the same, Benny, Benny, Benny. Speaking of performances though, pretty much everyone else in the episode was absolutely brilliant. Jay from The Inbetweeners, really good. His son, Roger from His Dark Materials, really good. Jodie, as I've said, amazing. Bradley Walsh, lovable as ever, funny, comedic, great, you know. Tosin Cole as Ryan Sinclair, don't you dare.
Ryan Sinclair, don't you dare! Ryan Sinclair, don't you dare! Ryan Sinclair!
Him and his love interest I thought were really good, and I sort of really connected with them both. Yaz, good, better than Series 11. I did wonder towards the middle of the episode, are they going to do a big reveal and this orphan planet is actually Gallifrey from the future? I was close, it was Earth, which, yeah, nice twist as I've already said. Don't know why I put that in the review, but I did have that, that's nice. As I said in the initial reaction, the ending was really felt rushed and untidy and unfinished and weird, and I can't help but wonder, did they cut something out? Like, did Chibnall say, oh, I like that Ryan love interest character, I don't know her name so I'm just going to call her that. I like Ryan love interest character, so she's coming back in the series, so we'll end the episode on a rah, I'm a future human moment. Like, I don't know. So the next time trailer, it looks alright. I feel like this episode should have had at the ending another hook or cliffhanger like part 1 of Spyfall and part 2 of Spyfall, because they've really kept people talking on YouTube and kept the interest for the series up. So yeah, it could have had another little bit. Anyway, that brings us to the end of today's video. If you did enjoy, remember to like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill. Check out Sontaran's master plan, link in description. Check out my channel in general. It really helps me out. If you want more of Series 12 content, this is the place to be. You know the drill. Goodbye.
Don't forget to click below.
Subscribe to the Confused Adipose.